A word so simple, so empty, yet it holds a universe inside. We live in an age where noise is constant. The noise of opinions, of expectations, of unspoken fears. We are surrounded, day and night, by the voices of others telling us who we should be, what we should fear, what we should desire. But what happens when all the noise fades? This is not a story about running away from the world. It's about confronting something much more frightening, ourselves. Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how," but to find that why, to discover the deep purpose that can anchor us, requires silence. Not the absence of sound, but the presence of self. In the stillness, we begin to see what has always been there, the masks we wear, the truths we avoid, the wounds we carry. It's in this silence that we meet our shadow, the repressed parts of us we pretend don't exist. Jung called it the unconscious self, and it terrifies us because it holds everything we've tried to forget. But here's the paradox. Only by facing the shadow can we become whole. In silence, we fall into the abyss of ourselves. Most run from this place. It's dark, unfamiliar, chaotic. But Jung reminds us, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The moment we stop numbing ourselves with noise, social media, distractions, external validation, we begin to feel the rawness of our being. Old memories resurface, fears, insecurities, regrets, and that's when it begins. The transformation. Not the kind of transformation that comes with applause or recognition, but the kind that breaks you so it can rebuild you. The silence strips away your illusions. It shows you the people you've been pretending to be. It reveals how much of your life was lived for others, not for your soul. But in this terrifying confrontation, there is also a spark, a whisper. Your true voice. It doesn't scream. It doesn't beg. It simply says, "I am." Out of the silence, you begin to rebuild, not with ego, but with essence. You start to listen, not to the world, but to your soul. You begin to act, not out of fear or pride, but from authenticity. You're no longer trying to be someone. You're remembering who you are, and as you walk this inner path, people may not understand. Some will leave. Others will label you distant, different, even cold. But that's okay. Because for the first time, you are not living for them. The silence that once scared you becomes your sanctuary. You no longer crave constant noise. You are no longer afraid of being alone, because now you are with yourself. And that is enough. Jung called this process individuation, becoming who you were always meant to be, beyond the expectations, beyond the roles, beyond the noise. And Nietzsche? He would call this the beginning of becoming the Bermensch, the higher self, the integrated self, born not in applause but in solitude.